We've been given a difficult task by our ESPNFC producers. That's myself, Kay Murray, and Janusz Michallik. They've made us pick a pre-tournament 11 for Euro 2020. No rules. We could pick players from any team. They just have to be participating, and they're pitting us against one another, Janusz. So let's go through who you've gone for first, and then we'll see how it differs with mine. You've gone with Donnarumma in goal, and then from right to left, it's Marcos Llorente, Ruben Dias, Antonio Rudiger, Kieran, Tierney. In the midfield, you've got Kevin De Bruyne, Kante, Nicolo, Barella. And then up front, you've got Benzema, Lewandowski, and Kylian Mbappe. I have a few differences with you here. Can we first talk about the fact that you've gone with Benzema and there's no Cristiano Ronaldo in your lineup?
By the way, I like yours better than mine. I'm not surprised because, of course, you know the game better than I do. It feels sometimes
Incorrect.
Like that. and you know, Karim Benzema, just the fact that he's there, right? I mean, you follow Real Madrid longer than anybody else. You've worked for them and all that. And I appreciate the fact that he's back. And I think I can just picture and imagine what he must feel like. This is going to be an incredible tournament for him. I think at least he's going to try to. I hope he's not going to try too hard because, you know, like anything in life, you sort of, when you try too hard, it doesn't work. But I think he's going to have an incredible tournament. And that's why I picked him. He's been gone. There's been controversy about Karim Benzema. Of course, we all know it. But I think this is his moment. It's a great team. They're World Cup champions. They're going after, you know, winning European championships back to back like they've done. What was it, 98, I think, in 2000, World Cup and Euros. And I think that's special for him. And the fact that he's going to be there, that's why I picked him. Because, you know, also, and you know that as well, he was in service of Cristiano Ronaldo for many, many years. I feel that he was unselfish because it's not easy to do that for somebody else. And we've seen it without Cristiano Ronaldo in particular in the last season. How good Karim Benzema really, really is. And I truly appreciate that fact that you work for somebody, you're still a great player, but now it's his time. And that's why I picked him over Cristiano.
It was hard for me to leave him out of mine in my front line, I do have to say, because I have so much love for Karim Benzema.
Oh, hanging fruit. You picked Ronaldo.
It was very tough. I know. Well, no, because I just know that, as Benzema has shown in the Champions League as well, though, that Ronaldo will step up on the big stage time and time again. I just couldn't leave him out. And I thought my excuse was that Benzema is just coming back to the national team and he limped off the other day. So that's my excuse, okay?
When Olivier Giroud
had to come on for him.
He missed the penalty too.
Yeah. So that's where I've gone with that one. We've got a few other differences as well, and we've got a few things definitely the same. Mbappe and Lewandowski, we both agree on. When we go to the midfield, though, I can see why you've gone for Nicolo Barella, but you can explain it. I had to go for Luka Modric myself, and I'll say that we're going back to the Real Madrid roots here. It's just because the age he is and the season that he's still had for Real Madrid and the fact that he is still a leader of that Croatia side, I couldn't leave him out. But you've gone for Barella. Tell us why. Yeah,
you know, for Modric, maybe just that season just may be too long for him. I hope not. I wish him all the best. But, you know, at his age, look, Nicolo Barella, for me, is one of those players that you don't appreciate unless you him week in and week out. One of the smartest midfielders I've seen. You know, his range of play, ability to do just about everything. My type of player. If I were a manager today, okay, one of the first names, of course, in goal, Kante is there as well, and you have him, you know, but one of the first names would be, you know, Barella, and he's still coming on the scene. I think, you know, I think winning the Scudetto is big for all those players because of the experience and knowing what it takes to win, because that's where European championships are. There's going to be teams that are very, very good that are going to be out, but knowing how you win something matters to me. So Barella is just, you know, I did this as a preference. The players that I would have liked to play with or be surrounded by. And that's why if you don't agree with me, you know, fair play. But those are the players that I would take with me if I went to war, if you will.
Well, we do agree with the two other midfielders and obviously winners this season too, one with the Champions League, one with their respective league. On the back line, we have one similarity. Yes, we both have gone for Ruben Dias. We've talked about him extensively this season and his performances for City. But then, you know what? There were so many choices in this back line. You've gone with Antonio Rudiger to partner him. I've gone with Matthijs de Ligt. Tell us why Rudiger.
Well, we'll talk later. You know, De Ligt is one of my young stars, so I love him. We were very similar, you and I, Kay, in terms of thinking, because Joao Cancelo was a toss-up. You know, can play right back, can play left. Tremendous season, so I was thinking that way. Kieran Tierney, maybe because I'm a left back, and you know what? I've been so negative about Arsenal and every Arsenal player, but I appreciate him. I do. I think he's a very, Adam, our producer, we were talking before that, both Liverpool fans. Sorry, guys. Andy Robert, but he just plays ahead or behind. They both play for Scotland, but I think he's grown in confidence, and he's been very, very good for Arsenal. And I just took a flyer on him, to be quite honest. I don't know if he's going to be great, but I like what he's doing and the way he's developing. I hope that...
I probably could have gone for Rudiger myself as well in that back line, but just because of Matthijs de Ligt and the leadership he brings, and he's really coming into his own more and more at Juventus. Obviously, we knew what he offered when he came into Juventus, so I thought I would put him in there. All right, let's get to...
Why did you pick Lewandowski? Why did you pick Lewandowski? Just because I'm here, or... No.
Of course not. Why would I pick someone who's just absolutely knocking the goals in and breaking records every season? Why would I go for that? Just a proven goal scorer.
He has to do it for Poland. I picked him for the obvious reasons, but for Poland, at big, in big tournaments, he hasn't done it yet. So this is a big shout from you and I.
Do you like my shout for Gosens as a fullback?
You know I like it, of course. Serie A, right?
11 Serie A goals as a left wing back, and he's getting his chance now on the international scene. So I thought I'd give him a nod.
It goes to show that you do your research, which I knew, and you've done more research than I have done for this piece, as people will probably attest to.
Well,
because
Marcos Llorente is an interesting pick.
Love the best out there. I love him. But that was easy for me because that's my quirk. I sometimes there are players where I love, I'm a left back, he's not even a right back, right? But we can see that he can play just about everywhere. And I think everybody understands and knows that he's an incredible player, and boy, oh boy, is he good. So I picked him, but that didn't take research. With Gosens, when I saw your lineup, I was like, that's not a bad shout. I wish I thought about it. This was one of those picks that you were right, because this season in Atalanta has been incredible. And I wish I thought of it before you. So props to you.
Yeah, but variety is the spice of life, Janusz. And lastly, we differ on goalkeepers. I've gone for Thibaut Courtois. You've gone for Gigio Donnarumma. Could have been either, really, couldn't it?
Yes, and as you know, I was fighting between the two. I look at Courtois, tremendous, obviously, coming back to Real Madrid. I thought he had an excellent season. I'm a little bit indifferent about Belgium, to a fact that, we've been calling them the golden generation forever, right? It's like Portugal once was. Remember when they played Euros at home, Figo and all that? They lost in the final, I think.
Yep.
And, they never won it. And I sort of think that Belgium is going to be like that. I think he's going to be good. He's a great goalkeeper. And again, maybe my little bias of Donnarumma, but at his age, what he's doing right now, when I watch him, I feel safe at home when I watch him. So I can only imagine if I were playing, and, when I did, it was important to know that you can trust somebody in the back. And Donnarumma gives me that feeling.
They might need it, because that's just one area that Italian team's looking very strong. But that area, the back line, we know there are some doubts there right now. So they need a solid goalkeeper. All
these bad goodies, don't forget that. They'll come good. They're going to be, look at Mancini. Look what he's doing. I mean, when was the last time they lost a game? I can't even remember. And
no.
they'll be all right.
This is the true test, though, now, Janusz. The Euros will be the true test for them.
Yes, of course. You always come to, at some point, you have to show that you're good. But it's a good team. It's a tough team to beat.
And both our teams are good. Who do you think is the best? I'm sure you'll let us know in the comments.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPNFC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.